Hello students, in today's lecture we will see unit 3 sheet metal working. From that we will see press working. What is mean by press working? Okay, so press working may be defined as it is a manufacturing process by which various components are made from sheet metal. So this process is also termed as cold stamping, and the machining used for press working is called a press. Okay, so it is a machine by which we can do cutting and non-cutting process by applying force without removing chip on metallic or non-metallic sheet. Okay, this is nothing but a press. So this is press working terminology. In that you can see bed, you can see bed or press, bloster plate, die block, packing, punch, upper shoe, blank, metal strips, punch plate, guide post, shank. Okay, so this is the terminology of press working, press machining. So what is bed? So the bed is the lower part of the press frame that serves as a table to which a bloster plate is mounted. Okay, plate bed के ऊपर, on this is your bed on which this bloster plate is mounted. Okay, so what is mean by a bloster plate? Bloster plate is a thick plate secured to a here you can see bloster plate is a secure plate, means plate which secured to the press bed, which is used for locating and supporting the die assembly. Okay, ये जो die assembly है, this die assembly, okay, which is mounted on the bloster plate. Okay, next one is your die set. It is unit assembly which incorporates a lower and upper shoe, means two or more guide parts bushings. Okay, these are mounted on this die set. Okay, and what is mean by die block? Here you can see die block. Die block is a block or a plate which contains die cavity. Okay, which contains this die cavity. Next one is your lower shoe. Okay, so what is mean by lower shoe? Lower shoe of a die set is generally mounted on the bloster plate of a press. Okay, and the die block is mounted on the lower shoe, also to guide post the post are mounted on it. Okay, so lower shoe is nothing but that is the shoe of the die set. Okay, so what is die set? It is the unit assembly which incorporates the lower and upper shoe. So in this case lower shoe is mounted on the die set. Okay, next one is your punch. Punch is a male component of a die assembly which is directly and indirectly moved by the fasten to the press ram or slide. Okay, here is press is mounted, you can see. Okay, punch, which directly and indirectly move by the press okay, as it slides. Next one is your upper shoe. Okay, next one is your upper shoe. In this case, this upper part of the die set which contain guide post bushing, okay, upper part, okay, this part. Next one is your punch plate. Next one is your punch plate. In this, it means fit closely over the body of the punch and holds it in a proper relative position. Okay, ये जो you can see at here, ये जो पंच की बॉडी है, this punch plate, it holds this body in a proper relative position. Okay, so this is nothing but your punch plate. Next one is your back up plate. Here you can see back up plate. Okay, this one is your backup plate. In this, pressure plate is placed so that the intensity of pressure means does not become excessive on punch holder. Okay, पंच होल्डर के ऊपर ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं आना चाहिए. सो दिस प्लेट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट्स द प्रेशर over a wide area and the intensity of pressure on the punch holder is reduced, means to avoid crushing. Okay, this is your backup plate. Here you can see the press working terminology. So press selection is depend on size of the workpiece, stock width of material, type of operation, what type of operation we are doing, power of press and speed of operations. Okay, so this is press size. The size of press is designated by its maximum capacity of applying load on a piece of blank. Okay, so उसकी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा capacity of applying load on a piece of blank and this load is expressed in tons. Okay, so the size is depends on the load carrying capacity. So the bed is also considered in the press size. Okay, so in classification of press, press according to power source, it is classified into three types, that is manually operated, power presses, and according to a type and design of frame, then the type and design of frame, depending on the design of frame, means they are classified as straight side, adjustable bed, gap frame, and open end. Okay, in detail, we will study what is meant by a hydraulic press. Okay, means basically there are three groups of presses. First one is mechanical press, second one is hydraulic press, and third one is servo presses. Okay, in hydraulic press, what's happen, the principle of working of hydraulic press means a hydraulic unit generates oil pressure. Okay, you can see figure at the last, you can see oil supply tank. Here is one valve is given, here release valve is given, this is piston or ramp, this is compressed bell. Okay, and here is force pump. Okay, so what happen in this case, hydraulic press, hydraulic unit generates oil pressure for the press work, and hydraulic controls means all possible slide movement. Okay, and wall allows a quick movement. Okay, जो wall provide किए हैं उन्होंने, it allows quick movement of the slide, means to reduce the production date time. Okay, means in that condition the press does not perform work. Okay, so during the down movement of the slide, the hydraulic control sends oil pressure inside to upper side, and the hydraulic cylinder and Q oil in the lower side returns to the tank. Okay, returns to the tank. So during the up movement of the slide, the hydraulic controls send all pressure inside power inside to lower side, and hydraulic cylinder uh, and the oil in the upper side returns to the tank. Okay, this is nothing but hydraulic press. Okay, so the hydraulic press has an high energy, and its force can be used along the available travel of the piston according to the cylinder dimension. Okay, and in this case of hydraulic, that is hydraulic circuit, there is a pressure limiting valve. Okay, means valve that does not permit the force to exceed the tonnage, means nominal tonnage, means if something does not permit the slide to reach bottom dead center. So as soon the oil pressure reaches the adjusted pressure, the press control is turned off. Okay, वो ऑफ हो जाता है. Then the hydraulic press can perform any part, means, but due to high energy, the main application in industry is for deep drawing, right? So, and also it is very versatile machine and very useful for die makers in a tool room during, means, tryout jobs, and it is possible to adjust the force, means slide travel, and to have total control of the slide movement. Okay, this is nothing but your hydraulic press. Okay, thank you.